Hi Leo, it's Emma here from SoulSync Expression. Welcome to my channel. I am going to be doing a 2024 reading, so we'll go through quite a bit. I'm going to go through the general messages from Spirit. We're going to go into your love life, so we're going to ask questions like your person, the past and present energies, how they view you, how they view the connection, what their next steps are, and any advice. Then we'll go into your career and business, so your past and current energies, your next goal, any advice on how to get there, and any blockages. And then lastly, we'll go for any advice in general for 2024. So do excuse, I am wearing my gown because where I am in the world it is freezing. So, and this heating is on, but it is not working because that's how cold it is. Other than that, let's get straight into it. Okay, so Leo, can we have 2024 messages, please? Alright, we've already got one coming out there. So we got mending. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have blessed. I'm just going to keep that to the side for now, and I'll explain it. Okay, so Leo, any general messages from Spirit for 2024 for Leo, please? Okay, so we have a win-win outcome is forecast, and that's the full moon in Libra. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have you're very close to achieving your goal in Gibbous Moon. 2024 general messages for Leo, please. Okay, so we got the mouse spirit, tend to the small things. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have dragonfly spirit, truth transcends illusion. General messages from Spirit for Leo, please, for 2024. So we got Imbrama, which is where are you being called to journey to? Please forgive me if I mispronounce that, and you can let me know in the comments if you know how to pronounce that properly. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have Anna, grandmother of Jesus, sealing the light, laying foundations, and the divine plan. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to read from the book for your oracle cards, and then I am going to pull some tarot for you. So we have mending here. So mending is number 52, so that breaks down to 7. I'm not sure if that's relevant to you. What it means is forgiveness, making amends, healing after arguments. So each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal, the pain, the memories, the echoes of resentments and the arguments that we rehearse over and over. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of all the old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and to make amends to others. Set yourself free. So with this one, like I said, it's the full moon in Libra and a win-win outcome is forecast. So it says the full moon in Libra, the sign of partnership, of falling in love, and of closely relating to someone else. Since full moons are about climaxes and conclusions, this card suggests you're either about to start a new relationship or that an important existing relationship is changing somehow, perhaps coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. It's important to remember that people come to us for a reason and sometimes just for a season. If a relationship is ending now, it's doing so at the right time, so try not to fight it. This card can also refer to a professional relationship. There's a sense that you need to balance your ego with someone else's needs. A win-win outcome is possible with give and take. Doing so might be the answer to your question. Let go of that which is falling away. And then other meanings could be see the other person through the eyes of love. It will change your perspective. It's time for you to make a firm decision. Time for you to focus on yourself for a while, look after yourself but avoid vanity, and now is a great time for a makeover. Great. So here with mouse spirit, it says tend to the small things, and the meaning is the humble mouse pays attention to the smallest details, and mouse spirit calls on you to notice the nuances and the fine print at this time. In your eagerness to meet your goals and pursue your dreams, it is easy to forget the importance of clear communication and tending to the little things, including people's subtle signs that they are unhappy, as well as the small voice inside of you that says, this doesn't feel right. Take your time to sniff out what you need to know. Is there some detail or nuance about how you engage others or operate in a world that is key to your success, but you've readily dismissed as nothing big or nothing special? Mouse Spirit reminds you that what seems small may be important and powerful, more powerful than you think. So look again. Do not underestimate yourself or your potential for co-creating something amazing when you pay attention to the details. So with this card here, we have Imrama. Sorry again. So it says, where are you being called to journey to? The Celtic word Imrama means a journey of the soul, a voyage on which we don't know where we are going, but our soul knows the way. If you pulled this card, you are either being called on a soul journey or already on one. It could be to a physical, ancient place or metaphoric. When we journey to places that our soul remembers, a shift takes place, both within us and to the planet as well. You are being called to journey to a place that is sacred to your soul. Perhaps it is to journey the world's sacred sites, or called to cross the country, climb a mountain, lie on the desert floor, or drink from an ancient well. There are places to see and old friends to meet. I see spontaneous pilgrims in your future. If a physical voyage isn't possible, journey through the portal of your heart, follow the invisible soul trail, and be willing to explore. Maybe read a book or watch a movie about a sacred time or place, or perhaps you are being called to study an ancient lineage or body of work. Whatever your circumstances, your soul is ready to journey deep. May seeds of light long ago planted begin to rise. I am ready to remember ancient secrets from lands that my soul knows from times past. May I be held by the ancient lineages that my soul has served, and remember that I don't have to do it all alone. Okay, so with these oracle cards so far, what I see is that for a lot of you, you are healing yourself at this time. I feel like maybe something happened in 2023 that you have to heal from, whether that be a relationship, bad treatment in a job, or something happening with your business. But either way, it really hurt you and you're needing to go inward and heal yourself. With the win-win outcome is forecast, basically, again, it's telling you that you need to let go of something in the past. So it's one of three situations. Either you need to let go of something in the past so that something new can come in and you'll be extremely happy with this new thing, person, situation, whatever it is. Or sorry, did I say three? I meant two. Or excuse me, I am a bit sick, so don't mind my brain at the moment. Or the other situation could be that you are ending a cycle with someone or a situation, and creating a new cycle with this person or situation. So staying in the same situation, but like with a different outlook or something along those lines. The tarot will kind of get more into it, and also when we go into the career and love, we'll go into it a bit more of what that situation could be. With the mouse spirit and tend to the small things, basically it's saying pay attention to the detail. Like, I feel like this card is also kind of like chop wood, carry water type of thing. So just do the day-to-day things, do your normal things, like don't let the laundry build up, make sure your house is clean, like go to work, you know, that type of thing. So it's saying like don't kind of isolate yourself from the world or other people, and just do like what you normally would be doing while you're mending, like don't kind of close off. And then also with this one is a lot about journeys and that type of thing. Now, if you can go on holiday, fantastic, do it. Like, you know, like it says, go to a temple or something sacred. If you can't do that, even just go for like a little walk in a forest, or go to a river or along the beach, whatever is, you know, something that's healing for you within your soul. And then also it said something about returning to something that you might have done in the past, like in a previous life or something like that. Could be that some of you might be, you know, healers or even tarot readers or something like that, and maybe you want to go and learn more about that art or the spirituality of that something that you're being called to do. So let's get into the tarot. So I'm going to ask for general messages from Spirit for you for 2024. Okay, so we got the Knight of Swords, And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups. So Leo, at the moment, you are feeling assertive and impatient, but you're also focused and ambitious about something, and charging forward towards that. So you could also feel like you're always taking action. And then with the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck here, so with that Nine of Cups, it's kind of like this is what you're wanting this in 2024. So you're wanting someone else to be more like forthcoming or more honest, something along those lines. Like you're wishing that this could just move, like let's go faster, let's either fix this or move on, or whatever it is, whether it's again a relationship, business, career, whatever that situation may be. So general messages. Okay, so you had two cards come out there. So you have the Queen of Swords and the Page of Swords. Wow, lots of swords. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit. In 2024, you want to be like independent and confident. You want to be honest and fair, or you want that in return as well. And you want to be true to your values. You also want to choose with your head as much as your heart. So I feel like that's what you want in 2024. And then as well, you're kind of hoping for quick action and progress, or like decisive action. And you're being a little bit impatient, as Leos usually are. My rising is Leo, so I have a little bit of that in myself anyway. So you're being a little bit impatient, and you kind of want like immediate gratification or results. With the Hermit at the back of the deck here, you're wanting these things, and you're wanting like this quick movement, I can see with all the swords here. But it is also very much about like you're thinking a lot, like you're in your head a lot, right? With all of these swords being here, because the swords are all about like your ideals, your values, your thoughts, your thinking, that type of thing. So I feel like also you do need to, in 2024, go within do some soul searching or self-reflection, and go to your inner guidance to try and get out of your head so much. Okay, so general messages for 2024 for Leo, please. Okay, so we got the Emperor in reverse, and then at the bottom of the deck we have the Page of Cups. So with that, what I'm thinking is that you're fearing letting go of control or surrendering to the unknown. You could be also like worried about chaos or a lack of structure, but I feel like you need to kind of let go any like attempts to manipulate some sort of situation, again, whether that be business, career, person, love relationship, family relationship, friendship, whatever it is. It's that like you need to let go. And when I say manipulate, I don't mean like you're manipulative. I mean that like don't try and control that situation to kind of bring a certain outcome. So don't manipulate that situation. You might also need to reevaluate some sort of like power dynamics between you and another person, or also just like reevaluate a relationship in general, or your approach to a career. And then with the Page of Cups at the bottom, I feel like with you being like worried about all of these things, you are quite sensitive at the moment, but that you do know that you do need to listen to your inner voice, because it is telling you what you should be doing, and that you shouldn't be scared of this. Okay, so let's get a few more messages here. So for 2024 for Leo, please, general messages. So we have the Three of Pentacles, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Eight of Wands. Good things could be happening in 2024 for you. So the good things could be things like teamwork or collaboration with shared goals. Maybe you're going to be working with different people with the same kind of approach, or the same outcome that you're looking for, or something like that. Whether that's, usually Pentacles has to do with career or work, with that type of thing, but it could also be in a personal situation, and you could be working with other people to try and get something moving. There is a saying as well, so like I think it is, if you want to go fast then go alone, but if you want to go far then go together. And this card is kind of saying along those lines of maybe you need to surround yourself with people to get to a certain goal, or that type of thing. So like it takes two to tango. It could be like in a relationship, it takes two to tango type of thing, or more. Not usually to tango, but takes more people to get to a certain goal. And then with the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck, I feel like whatever this collaboration is, it will help you move forward and get momentum, like quick movement and progress. Let's do maybe two more. Okay, so we got the Five of Swords here. Just want to see, can you guys see this? And I'm going to be able to fit in one more. I should be able to. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Temperance. In 2024, there could be some issues that either there's going to be like some sort of like conflicts or fighting, or that there has been a fight and the fighting has stopped, but the air hasn't been cleared yet. But you do need to remember, like, there is conflict in every relationship, like whether that be a relationship with your family, with your friends, with a person that you're with or that you're in love with, in your colleagues, your boss, your manager, like whatever, a client, a customer, like there's always going to be conflict in any single relationship that you have. But sometimes they can be beneficial because you can establish your boundaries that way. I feel like with, let's see, so with Temperance being here at the bottom of the deck, I would say that, like, just remind yourself that you can work through these issues or this conflict amicably, if as long as you respond with like a clear mind or balance, or with the intention to like obtain harmony. So let's see, one more message for 2024, please, for Leo. So we have the Eight of Cups, and at the bottom of the deck with that one, we have the Queen of Cups. I feel like you feel that either like that something's missing, and that either that you're walking away from something and moving on, or you're finding yourself and searching for happiness. But whatever it is, you're kind of walking away from this and leaving it behind because you've had enough, and you want to be happy and move on to a better situation. And then with the Queen of Cups at the bottom, I feel like you need to remember that you're kind, you're loving, you're warm, and you have a lot of love to give. So just don't forget that if there is something tough that you're going through that you need to walk away from, you don't let it kind of like hit your confidence, because you are this Queen of Cups. Like, you are really good at showing love and giving that to someone or something, or putting that into every situation that you're a part of. And just remember that. Okay, so that's it for the general messages. Let's move on to your love reading now. Okay, so let's get love life for Leo in 2024. Right, so two cards came out there. So we have Flexible and we have Higher Power. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have Chop Wood. Okay, so with Flexible, what it means is teachability, open-mindedness, being adaptable without compromising what's most important. So in a relationship message, in every relationship, it's important to be open to new experiences and learning new things. Letting go of rigidity is what's required right now. You don't always have to be right all the time, do you? It's okay to come to a happy compromise. You can still get your needs met. It's a beautiful day when you meet halfway. The appearance of this card in a reading could also signal that you have met someone new who may not be your type, but who will turn out to be so special that you can easily release your old ideas about what sort of partner is right for you. Be flexible. You'll be happy you made that choice. And that's number 19, which breaks down to a 1. 10 and then 1. So with this one, then we have Higher Power, and that's number 4. So conscious contact with a higher power, the presence of the divine, seeing source energy in all things, and committing to a partnership with spirit. In a relationship message, it's time to address how much effort you give to your relationship with your higher power, called God, Goddess, Spirit, or any other name that is sacred and holy. Recognize that your partnership with Spirit is your number one priority. The appearance of this card also indicates there is a deep spiritual bond between you and another person who is essential to your growth and evolution. Tend to your spiritual connections and remain aware of your true nature. Okay, so we have chop wood then at the bottom of the deck, which is number 42, which breaks down to a 6. So what this means is being grounded in everyday experience, humility. And in a relationship message, nothing is as important right now as just doing what you need to do day to day. Let your heart remember that not everything has to be hard-won, passionate, or even obviously meaningful. Relationships and friendships go through lulls when the everyday tasks are at the center of awareness. That is perfect now. Hold hands, wash dishes, make a fire, read a book, share a meal, say nothing, stare into space, pick up socks, tell a dumb joke, and leave space to breathe. The work of your relationship right now is very simple, just to be present. Funny how it takes work to just be. All is well, really. So, firstly, like I said in this one,
could you try again?
Sorry, excuse Alexa, excuse my watch there. But what this one's saying is, if you're single, you might meet someone who's not necessarily your type, and that you should give them a chance, because it is possible that this person could be like a very important soul connection. If it is that you're in a current connection, I feel like it's saying that you should just kind of be flexible in things like compromise, and you don't always need to be right, especially as a Leo. We know we know how Leos are. So like kind of drop the pride, and like, is it better to be right, or is it better to have like happy, fun relationship, you know? Not all the time, obviously, but just that's what 2024 is focusing on for you. And then for exes, I feel like if you're looking at this as like someone in separation or an ex, it's saying to be flexible with what you want the outcome to be. So like, you probably, if you're watching this for an ex, you probably are saying to yourself, oh, I want to be with them. But kind of think of it like, okay, I would prefer to be with them, but if things had to end for me to get something better that might come in, that might not be my type, but is an amazing soul connection, then I need to be open to that too. So it's kind of like open to both possibilities. With the higher power here, I've explained some of it in those, but again, so if you're single, this could be a soul connection, but also you do need to focus on your own connection with spirit, like your spiritual energy. And or if you believe in like the universe or God or Allah, or you know whoever it is that you believe in, that you connect with your version of God, and to kind of go within type of thing. But then on top of that, it could be a spiritual connection. So the person that you're with could be a spiritual connection if it's an existing relationship, like a tight soul connection. Could be your soulmate even. It also could be your twin flame, and I don't like to say that word very often, but it could be. Only take it if that resonates. And then same as an ex, it's saying focus on the higher power. Like, this is probably a strong soul connection, which is probably why you're finding it quite difficult to maybe let go of them. But it's saying just focus on your higher power right now, and understand that it is a soul connection, and forgive yourself. Just be like, it is difficult to get over this person, but I'm going to try my best to do so, and I'm going to connect with my inner self and spirit and that type of thing. And then with chop wood, pretty simple. I think I said it before in the general messages, is chop wood, carry water. Just do the day-to-day stuff. Not everything has to have a plan or forward motion or anything like that. Just kind of do what you're doing. So if you're single, keep doing what you're doing. If they contact you to meet up, go meet up. If you are not if someone's not contacting you, then just carry on with your day-to-day life. Eventually they'll come in, you know, when the time is right with this. And then also, if it's an ex, again, carry on with your day-to-day life. Go to work, do your chores, do the things that are fun as well, like that you usually do. Like just kind of live your own life, and things will fall into place. Who is your person, Leo. Who is Leo's person that they are asking about? Okay, so we have Judgment. It's a strange one for a person. And then we have the Eight of Swords at the back of the deck. So, sorry, excuse me, I'm still sick. As your person, what Judgment usually means is Judgment is usually about like purpose or like an awakening or renewal, like a reckoning, that type of thing. So maybe that they're trying to find their calling or reaching their purpose at this time. It can sometimes also be about karma, like they're meeting their judgment. Like no one is ever exempt from karma. They could be the type of person who kind of like they inspire people to confront their truths that they ignored before, which leads to like a significant personal transformation or something. And maybe your person's usually very kind of like decisive and mirrors your emotions. And then with the Eight of Swords here, so I feel like they're kind of feeling trapped or like restricted or like blinded to their own potential at the moment. They probably feel helpless and like unable to like see a way forward, or that they're constrained by their thoughts. And they're probably thinking very anxiously and negatively, and it's keeping them in this stuck mindset. So what are the past energies with you and your person? Leo, please. So we got the Moon, and we got the Moon in reverse. I don't know why I put it upright. And the Death card. With the Moon in reverse, I feel like it's kind of like gaining clarity after a period of confusion. Like misunderstandings were cleared, or you or them both of you started seeing things in like a different light or a new light. I feel like also you found the courage to face the truth, and this offered you a more grounded perspective. The dynamics of the relationship has changed, and it's either it's going to change, and it's like it did change, and it either put a wedge in between you or it brought you closer together. Also with this Death energy is that it's a period of transformation or change. So like old things have to end to make way for new beginnings. So it could be old dynamics ended to allow growth and renewal, or it could be like the ultimate ending and closure if it's an ex. But this opens up new possibilities that are more aligned to you. So let's see, what is the present energies with your partner? Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles, and at the bottom of the deck we have Justice. So this Knight of Pentacles is generally a very slow moving energy, unfortunately. Especially with the first general messages, with how you're looking for like something that's just, you want clarity, you want quick, you want something to be fixed or moving on as quick as possible, like that type of energy is what you're looking for. But you're definitely getting the slow moving energy, which is probably prompting you to want the fast moving energy. So I feel like if this is an ex, they still have feelings for you, but they were hurt by the relationship ending. But if you, it's not saying that you will get back together, but if you do, it will be at a slow pace. If it's like a current relationship, you're moving to the next step or past like a conflict, but it's slow, but they do intend to work on the relationship. If you're single, it's someone who's very slowly kind of wanting to build foundations with you, but it's all, again, quite slow energy. Then with the Justice being at the bottom of the deck, it's like the fairness and balance or truth will play a critical role in the relationship. Balance will be restored in a way that's equal for both of you. It can also mean that there's needs to be like clear communication, or currently this clear communication or mutual understanding is required. If it's an ex, it could be that closure is needed and that fairness is coming for both of you. Okay, so let's see, how do they currently view you? How does your person currently view you? Oh, sorry, can't spell. Okay, so you got the King of Cups. It's a good sign. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords. So with the King of Cups, they see you as someone who's worthy of their loyalty. And they do cherish you and want the best for your well-being and happiness, whether you're with them or not with them or whatever. If you're single, I feel like this is someone who, like, you put a smile on their face. They're probably devoted to you even if you've only known each other for a short while. If it's an existing person, then they see you as very loyal and devoted, and they are the same in return. And that you're also someone who's very emotionally open, and you're emotionally mature, and they do have a lot of love for you. I feel like if this is an ex, they feel like they've misunderstood you, and that they still have love for you and are looking at the relationship in a bit more of a level head. And then if both parties are mature enough, then reconciliation may be possible, but it really depends on both of you, and you can't force them to be something and they can't force you to be something. Like it's, or I feel like that's kind of saying like in the right time, maybe that will happen if it's the right thing for you. Otherwise someone else will come in and you can take this as a singles reading. With the Two of Swords in the bottom, at the bottom of the deck, it's like they're undecided and not sure what to do, so they're stuck. They might lack clarity on where you stand, but that doesn't mean go and like tell them now and be like, well, I love you and I want to get back with you, and you know, that type of thing. It's just saying that that's the energy that they're viewing you in at the moment. Don't go and contact them, because if you do, it's going to make this slow moving energy even slower. They need to get past this energy of kind of like looking into things and the Eight of Swords that was there, and you know, that type of thing. They just don't contact them at the moment. They feel like they can't win no matter which way they choose, whether if it's like a fight or something like that, then they feel like they just can't win. But it could also be like if it's an ex, it could be that they can't forget you, or that reconciliation is an option, but if both parties are clear on their feelings, and then planning is needed as well. For like an existing relationship, if you're in a relationship right now, they're probably swaying back and they see you, sorry, as swaying back and forth to see if you like, if you want commitment, and they don't know what to expect from you, and that they need clarity. If you're single, then the person that you're with might be hesitant to start a relationship. They do see you as a primary interest, but they could have other options with the Two of Swords being here. So that's the energies of that. Let's see. So how do they view the connection with Leo? Okay, so we got the Nine of Wands there, and the bottom of the deck is the Tower. I know the Tower is usually an unwelcome sight, but it is just kind of reiterating the message of this. So whenever something's at the bottom of the deck, it's kind of like the underlying energies that's happening with the existing energies that are happening in the 3D. So with the Nine of Wands, I feel like they're willing to make sacrifices to make it work. So you've probably faced challenges before, and you may be able to overcome it. So if you're single, I feel like this person is ready to commit and see where things go. Like they're not 100% sure about the relationship, but they've got enough confidence to move forward with you. I think they know that it won't be all rainbows and sunshine, but they want to see it through. If it's an existing relationship and you're with the person now, I feel like they feel like the relationship is worth fighting for, and they feel like they've been through thick and thin with you, They've seen you in your good times and your bad times, and then they also know like when to push and when to compromise. If this is an ex, they may have had a change of heart and they're willing to fight for you again, or they've reached a turning point and you might hear from them soon. Just only take it if it resonates. If there's been like abusive relationships or not equal relationships, or they really did hurt you, then use your own judgment and discernment, please. And then with the Tower at the bottom of the deck, so I feel like no matter what, you fundamentally change their outlook on life. And they do have intense feelings, but maybe they haven't communicated them to you. It could also mean that a big change is coming, and it could be unexpected. So if you're single, it could mean, because this is how they view the connection. So if they're single, it could be that meeting you was unexpected. They might be promising, there's a promising start that this will go somewhere, but it's still like yet to be seen. It could also mean like there's immense sexual attraction or desire. If it's an existing relationship, it means the change is coming. I'm not sure whether it's good or bad, but a big change is coming. And whatever your partner reveals will change the relationship in a permanent way. So I don't know if that's you or them, because I'm asking how they view the connection in general. So whatever is revealed, either they're scared that you're going to reveal something that's going to change the relationship, or that they're going to reveal something to you that will change the relationship. And basically, if it is you, you will know in your intuition. So just kind of listen to your intuition on that. If it's an ex, then they feel like they've been very changed by this relationship, and that the ending has caused them to question themselves and what they want in life. I feel like reconciliation is still possible, but they're still figuring it out. So like this is how they view the connection, remember? So they're in this current energy of like figuring it all out. So don't reach out at the moment. Like let them figure it out, because you will just delay it even further if you go and reach out now and try and kind of force things that are meant to just happen in timing. And I feel like as well in saying that, I think one of the cards and the general messages was saying like, don't manipulate a situation, like just let things unfold naturally. So let's see, what are the next steps for Leo's person? What is the next steps towards Leo, please? So we have the 9 of Cups, and at the bottom of the deck we have the 5 of Cups. Those are kind of opposing energies, but let's see what I can feel about this. So let's go with the 9 of Cups first. So with the 9 of Cups, they want to keep you close. They do appreciate you, and they're very grateful that you care for them. You're kind of like a dream come true to them, and they do want to protect the relationship from ruin, and they do look forward to spending a long time with you. So if you're single, they want to offer you a new beginning, and they probably think that fate brought you guys together, but it's very promising. If it's an existing relationship, then their intention is to put in extra effort to deepen your connection, and they just want to be, they know that they're compatible with you, and they just want to be happy with you. It could be also with an existing relationship, it could be a possible lifelong commitment. And then if it's an ex, I feel like they want to reignite old flames, and they regret letting you go, especially with this 5 of Cups being here as well. They feel like they can't live without you, and they think very highly of you, and you've made them grow emotionally. But then when we have the 5 of Cups here, like I said, it's kind of opposing energy, because with the 5 of Cups, it's kind of like they're ignoring the positive, and they're telling themselves that maybe they aren't good enough. They could be rejecting any love right now because they're trying to avoid emotion. Maybe this past thing that happened, maybe this issue, this fight that you guys had, this breakup, this ending, or this argument, or just whatever energy this is in the past, probably made them very upset. So they're not open to their emotions at this time. They could also be thinking about their mistakes, and regret is kind of filling their intentions at the moment. So if you're single, maybe things didn't get off to a great start with like this past energy here. I think that they're thinking negatively about something. With an existing relationship, I feel like something's troubling them, and that they're feeling pain and sorrow right now. They want to grieve and heal whatever mistake this was in the past. And then they'll likely want to return to love. But for now, they're in this negative energy. But their intention is to come forward, but this is where they're at with their intentions currently. If it's an ex, then they're kind of reminiscing on failure of the relationship. Or they could be remorseful for what they did. But again, the pain is overwhelming their intentions. So I feel like they want to heal from the past, and it's not really a good time for a reunion. But like I said, their intention, like at the end of the day, the intention is to probably reconcile, but not right now. It's not a good time right now, with the Tower being underneath this Nine of Wands and the Nine of Cups being here as well, with the Five of Cups underneath. Basically, nines are usually endings, so they're probably in the process of ending this way of thinking, or like the Five of Cups or Tower way of thinking, but they need to go through that. And if you go and push on that now, it's just going to make the energy slower. I know I've repeated that a lot, but I think some of you are like, oh, I just want to reach out. No, I'm repeating it. Do not reach out, otherwise this will go slower. So let's see, any advice? What is the advice for Leo with their person for 2024, please? So we have the Hierophant, and we have at the bottom of the deck the Two of Cups. So with the Hierophant, I feel like an orthodox approach is required. So kind of follow the structures and rules already in place, like follow the status quo. I don't know if any of you have seen High School Musical, but that song, stick with the stuff you know. I can't even remember how it goes. I can't even remember, but basically stick with the status quo. So I feel like this is saying like tradition, like the Hierophant is about tradition. So I feel like it's saying like, show them what they're showing you. So if they're kind of put in place like that they need space right now, give them space right now. If they put in place that they want to have a conversation right now, give them a conversation, but obviously don't be like jumping to them if it's like an ex or something like that, or something like that. It's saying don't take risks. And then also just maybe you might want to talk to someone, because this also could mean like a mentor or therapist or something like that. So maybe speak to someone that's not this person about like how you're feeling. Maybe get some advice on it. If you're in an existing relationship, or if you're already back with an ex, then this could indicate that you need couples counseling. But like, don't, if it's an ex that's like in the past and they're not actually back with you right now, do not recommend couples counseling right now. It could also mean to take the higher road, or to seek a solid foundation before moving forward. And then with the Two of Cups, like I said, kind of just meet them where they're at right now. This card is usually about like compromise or cooperation and that type of thing, and it is about give and take. So it needs to be equal and balanced. So if you're single, then definitely there's spark and attraction that's present there. And you can, it is about, for everyone, just make the effort, or it could even be make an offer. But again, saying it again, if it is an ex, follow their lead. Do not make contact first. Meet them where they meet you, basically. So let's get some romance angels for you. Okay, so we have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic love life. This came out in the reverse, so I'm going to take it in the reverse. I feel like For some of you guys, you were in a codependent relationship or are in a codependent relationship, and that you guys are both learning to kind of let that codependency go now. If you're single, it could be warning you that do not go into a codependent relationship. But you did also get wedding. This situation involves marriage, so it could lead to that in the future for whichever singles existing and exes. And then we also have it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive all the highest energy of, to receive the highest energy of all. So that's great. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. And again, we have that higher power, so it could be a soul connection with this person. Okay, so I'm going to pull some cards now of messages from your person. A lot of these cards could be for people in separation. So just keep that in mind. Like if it doesn't suit, it doesn't suit. Don't make something fit if it doesn't resonate. So for Leo, please, 2024, what would their person say to them if they weren't holding anything back? What would they say from the heart, please, for Leo? Okay, so for an ex, it could be, it says, we will be together again. We have just being near you is intoxicating. So I feel like if it's we will be together again and it's single, it could be that this is a past life lover. Just being near you is intoxicating. So they're definitely feeling that desire for you with that Tower card. So then we have my life is not as together as it seems, and we have I want to be more than friends. And we also have at the bottom, I know I was a distraction from your pain. So they probably are going through quite a tough time at the moment, which you don't see because, like I said, in the 3D, it all looks kind of like the cards are all great, you know, but in the 5D, which is underneath the deck, the things that we don't see or that we don't see coming, you can see that there were some cards there that they are quite struggling. Like they had the 8 of Swords, they had the Tower, they had the 5 of Cups. There's a lot going on there, the Death card. So they are going through something quite intense right now. So I feel like, and I know you probably want to reach out and try and help them through it. Just if it's an ex, don't. You can't help someone through that. Like they need to go through it. And then I want to be more than friends. So whoever this is, they want to be more than friends with you, which is quite clear. But it could also be maybe that this person, if you're single, it could be that you guys are friends or like colleagues or something, and like they're wanting to take it to another step. And then with I know I was a distraction from your pain, it could be that maybe if it's someone that you're in a relationship with or an ex or something, you might have got with them when you were getting over someone else, and they might feel like that you might have only been with them just to get over it and then kind of fall in love with them that way, without realizing that it's a soul connection. Because I do also feel like people who are watching tarot readings and that type of thing, they are quite like more spiritual and further along their spiritual journey or spiritual path than what people who they're watching the tarot cards about, because usually it's like divine feminine, divine masculine, take that how it resonates. It's not as in that's the woman and that's the man or whatever. It's just the energies of everyone has divine masculine and feminine in them. But I feel like the divine masculine and feminine also fit together in soul connection. So, and masculine is generally the type of energy that's more in the 3D world, whereas the feminine energy is more further ahead in the 5D world. So that is your love messages. Let's move on to the career. Okay, so let's see what is in store for Leo's 2024 career, please. Okay, so we have you're very close to achieving your goal in Gibbous Moon. We have prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. And then we have don't let your past hold you back. So with this one, we have the word gibbous means bulging. What a descriptive word, right? And putting this card at any time of the month suggests that the situation you are asking about is bulging with possibility and coming to a peak. but this isn't an ending card with a neat yes or no answer. Rather, you're being reminded that some adjustments may be yet required before you get what you want. Though you're certainly on the right track, which is hopefully reassuring for you. However, there's also a sense that the situation is a bit tense, so don't push too hard. One false move and the whole thing could blow. This is not meant to scare you, it's just to let you know that there's a fuse attached to the situation, so be careful if you choose to light it. I know that I'm on the right track, and additional meanings could be now is a good time to review your plans. Keep the momentum going as you move towards your dreams. Stay focused. It's a good time to start a new project, and you need to get back into good health habits. So, with the new moon in Taurus, then prosperity lies ahead. This card will often come up when you're inquiring about a financial matter or when you're doubting your self-worth. This card suggests that you can have what you want, including material things, but you must believe in yourself. This comes down to the laws of attraction. Value yourself and others will value you too. You can create abundance. Taurus is associated with luxurious Venus, and this card holds the new moon energy, so now is a good time to make a 12-month financial plan. This card can also signal the start of a new relationship or of sexier times. If you've been wrestling with something for a long time, the new moon in sturdy Taurus is a sign not to give up just yet. Get or give a massage. Healthy body, healthy mind. You will soon be able to afford the thing you're dreaming of. Getting clear on what you value most will help you find peace. Take some time out to pamper yourself and start a standing order to a savings account, no matter how small. Okay, and we have here, don't let your past hold you back in the South Node. The South Node, like the North Node, is a karmic point, but it's opposite to the North Node and relates to the past, perhaps even to past lives. Whatever you're going through and whatever you're asking about, there's a chance that age-old programming and conditioning is stopping you from achieving all that you might. Do you feel stuck in something? This card will often come up as a sign that the situation or relationship you're asking about has somehow become suffocating, even toxic. It suggests that someone, you even, needs to be released, and there's some kind of addiction going on or unhealthy attachment that needs to be sorted out. One thing is for sure, when you get this card, you're being challenged to make some changes, even if staying where you are feels easier and safer. I release the past. Additional meanings is a relationship is karmic and has played out across many lifetimes. Your attraction to someone may be verging on the obsessive, and just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Okay, so I feel what it's saying there is with your career is that you are close to achieving your goal, so don't give up and kind of take the necessary steps to get there. There is good things coming in for you, and you know, if like I said, set up a small standing order, start saving, and make your dreams come true. But there's good things coming for you. And then the last thing then is kind of like, don't let the past hold you back. So you might have been in situations in your past with your career where you might have like repeated situations in different jobs or that type of thing, and it's basically saying don't bring that back into this and don't let your past hold you back with that type of thing as well. Okay, so first I'm going to ask about the past in your career. What is the past in Leo's career? Okay, so we have the 6 of Pentacles, and then at the bottom of the deck we have the 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like in the past there was a focus on balance, giving and receiving, or like emotional or financial generosity. It was like a place where the place where you work, or the business that you work at, or the business that you started, it's mutually beneficial for both you and your employers, or you and your clients, or whatever it is. It also means that you probably made an active effort to maintain this sort of equilibrium. You might have got help and support from others, or given help and support to others in the past in your career. There was also opportunities for growth through collaboration, and you could have also benefited from like generosity or mentorship from someone, or people in general. And then also it was quite a productive period with guidance and support from people who saw your potential. There's also growth from like collaborative efforts or learning experiences. and maybe there was like nurturing of relationships within the workplace, so like with colleagues and that type of thing, or your clients or something like that, and you had growth there. And then with the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, so that's about like financial fulfillment or stability, community. So like I said, like you could have had like colleagues that you got along with, that you helped each other out and that type of thing. It's kind of like a sense of belonging. It can also be like very harmonious. It was harmonious and supportive, and there was like a high level of stability and success. Basically just financial security, and that you worked hard but you got rewarded, and you took pride in what you did, or like in your achievements. So let's see, what are the present energies? Okay, so you had two cards come out here. So you have the King of Swords in reverse and the Seven of Wands, and then at the back of the deck we have the Queen of Swords. So with the King of Swords in reverse, it kind of makes me feel like there's some sort of like manipulation, or a lack of clarity, or a lack of clear leadership. It probably is like a poor leadership type of thing. So maybe you have a manager or a boss or something like that who's misusing their power, or they could be just like overly harshly judging you or your actions, or maybe your performance or something like that. But it is kind of like undue criticism. And then also with the Seven of Wands here, we have you're facing challenges, but you kind of have the upper hand. You see how he's like on the higher ground, so you have the upper hand in whatever challenge it is, and you have the strength to overcome this challenge or this obstacle. But you are standing your ground and defending your position, and you're staying strong and persistent, and in doing that you'll prevail. It could be like obstacles or competition, but like I said, you've got the strength and skills to overcome those. And then at the back of the deck again, we have the Queen of Wands. So basically you just need to embody this Queen of Wands. So make sure that you have clarity, independence, intellectual power to navigate your situation, and use like rationality with honesty and directness, and rely on your logic just to make like very well-informed decisions. Like don't just jump into things. You might need to make like an objective decision, and just have logical reasoning in general, and just make sure that you plan carefully and communicate very clearly. So let's see, what is your next goal? So we have the King of Pentacles, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Nine of Cups. So with the King of Pentacles, I feel like your next goal is that you want financial security and stability, either in your job or your career or that type of thing. You probably want to be like an expert in your field, and you might want to advance to like a leadership role, or some like a manager role, or starting your own business or that type of thing. If you want to switch industries, then I feel like just lean into your judgment about that to assess the risk and the rewards, and it's probably going to be like an exciting time. Slow and steady wins the race though. And if you're starting a business, you might want to like obtain the skills and knowledge to start and make those financial decisions, and just be patient and persistent with whatever it is that your next goal is. With the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck, I feel that it's kind of like you want the contentment in your career. You might, like if it's a new role that you're looking for, you might be looking for happiness in that new role, and you probably want to be eager to learn. Just stay positive and focus on your goals, because the Nine of Cups is very positive. If it's your current job, you're wanting just more success and emotional fulfillment, and just continue to strive for growth. Like don't just get stagnant, because that's not going to bring any happiness. And that doesn't mean you have to go for promotions and that type of thing, but like go for growth. Like maybe they'll offer to pay for some sort of course that you can go on, or whatever it may be. If it's a promotion that you want to go for, it could be that you just want to get to a better place in your career, or have a better destination or place of work or something like that. If you're looking to switch industries, then it could be, you know, that you need to reflect on your goals to be able to make a financial decision. And if you're starting a business, then the success is the goal. Basically, you want success, and you also want pride and satisfaction in your business. So just embrace the challenges and opportunities when it comes to that. So let's see, what's the advice on how to get there? So we have the Eight of Wands, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Queen of Wands. So basically the Eight of Wands is very like fast moving kind of energy. So basically seize the day, take advantage of any opportunities that come your way, because it could be like opportunities coming in. Be confident and decisive, and you'll probably have rapid growth and progress. It's very fast moving energy. With the bottom of the deck being the Queen of Wands, I feel like you need to embody her then, and you need to kind of be confident and passionate, use your charisma, take risks and make bold moves, take charge and stay focused. That's basically the advice there, is just stay focused on your goal. Okay, so any blockages, what are the blockages for Leo in their career, please, or their next goal for 2024? So we have the Fool, and at the back of the deck we have the Queen of Pentacles. So with that being a blockage, with the Fool being here, I'd say like it kind of means, like, in a bad way, the Fool would be naivety or lack of preparation. So it's basically saying, like, do your research and seek guidance on like any weaknesses that you might have or things that you don't know. Like, be curious and open-minded, and be responsible with your risks. Sometimes a leap of faith may be required, but like I said, do your research and use sound judgment before you do that. And then, like I said, with the Queen of Pentacles at the back of the deck, just don't be materialistic or overindulgent or neglect any of your emotional needs because you're so focused on your career or your next goal. And also, don't be obsessed with success. Sorry, that's a tongue twister. And like I said, just don't neglect your personal growth, and see the bigger picture while you're doing just those day-to-day tasks that you might kind of get bored with. Just see the bigger picture and then all. So that is the reading for your career, and I'll move on to the advice now. Okay, so what is the general advice for Leo for 2024, please? General advice from Spirit or from the universe. Okay, so we have trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? And we have trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Then let's just pull some tarot as well. 2024, please. What does the universe want to tell Leo for 2024? Okay, so we've got the 10 of Wands and the 6 of Swords. More advice, please, for Leo. Okay, we've got the King of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. One more card, please. What is the advice for Leo for 2024 from the universe? We have the 8 of Pentacles, and then at the bottom of the deck we have the 5 of Wands. It's been a long reading. Okay, so with the trust the niggle card, this is usually about like your intuition knowing that there's something that's bothering you, but you kind of aren't doing anything about it. It might not even be like something that you're very well aware of. Like it could be kind of deep inside something that's really bothering you, and it's saying, what is that trying to tell you? Is it telling you that you can't trust someone? Is it telling you that you should take a different path, whether it comes to love or whether it comes to a career or a business or something like that? Like, what is that telling you? And you need to act on that. Then the trust your path is basically like it says there, if you knew that you would be supported, what would you do? So it's telling you that when it comes to 2024, like if you had all the money in the world, all the happiness in the world, everything, what would you want to do? And that is what you should be doing. Whether that's starting your own business with a passion that you really, really enjoy, or whether that is going for that job or that promotion that you've always wanted, whether that's studying something that you feel like is calling to you, anything along those lines, you should be following that and really listening to what your soul is telling you that you want to do. So with the 10 of Wands being here, for advice, I feel like it's telling you not to be stressed or don't overwork yourself in 2024, and just trust the universe that it's got your back. So you don't need to kind of overwork yourself. Obviously put in the effort, like put in the work, but don't overwork yourself to a point where you're burnt out. With the 6 of Swords, then usually that means that like calmer waters are coming in 2024. You'll probably be healing and things will calm down. So just kind of go with the flow on that side. Then with the King of Wands, again, embody this King of Wands. So be energetic, be confident, be optimistic, and just follow your passion, because your passion and your drive is going to get you to that happiness that you want. Then with the 3 of Pentacles, just make sure that you put in the effort It might be that you might need to learn or study to get to where your goals are, but just put in the work and work with others. It could be about collaborating with people or teamwork. Then with the Eight of Pentacles, it could mean that you're going for a new job, or it could even be that you're becoming self-employed. But basically just concentrate and pay attention to detail. And you also might go ahead and try and get that qualification as well with the Eight of Pentacles there. And Five of Wands then is usually about conflict and that type of thing. So I feel like you need to avoid conflicts, work on your temper, especially with Leo, they've got that high temper, the fiery energy, and then don't focus on your ego as well. So just drop the ego, learn to compromise, and everything should go well in 2024. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I hope it resonated with you. Please do give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments if it did resonate. And then if you guys could subscribe if you liked it, that would be great. It does help my new channel grow. So yeah, so that's everything from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good evening or day wherever you are in the world, and take care. Bye.